Okay, so t-shirt's getting baggy, man. Must be losing weight in it. Ooh. Baggy t-shirts now. This used to be skin tight. Can you believe that? Right, so COVID-19, Prince Charles saddened at low vaccine uptake by ethnic minorities as stars joined campaign. Well, one needs to imbibe the vaccine. Imbibe. Right, well, this will be interesting, won't it? Let's see what Sky News, for a start, Sky News says bollocks, right? Prince Charles saddened at the low vaccine. Well, do you know what? If your family was a little bit less racist, you could have probably used Meghan Markle, couldn't you? To push it onto black people. But you're so racist. You had to get rid of the half-caste and the spare, yeah? The ginger minger, yeah? You know, you had to get rid of Major James Hewitt's kid, isn't it? Come on now. Now you guys are just cutting off Major James Hewitt's like you know he wasn't yours, and he's gone, and to boot, he's gone and married a nigger. Now, no royal patronage, no royal name, no royal issues, but you know what? Good on Harry and Meghan. They managed to get out of the pedophile scandal. Imagine that at least their kids will have a... Do you know what? They will be the archetypal ex-royals in America. America's going to love them, and they're going to do really well. And they're going to do Oprah, and they're going to do stuff like that, and they're going to have their own charities, and they're going to do very well, thank you very much. And he'll always be, in the eyes of many, a prince of England. But personally, I don't really care much for the royal family. But, you know, Harry, I like Harry. Like Harry and Meghan, fair enough, but blah, blah, blah. Well, there's loads of negatives around it, but come on, in the grand scheme of things, if you had to throw one out, which ones were you keeping? Right? I'd throw the rest, I'd keep Harry and Meghan, I'd throw the rest of them out. But anyway, let's go on to Daddy, yeah? Daddy. Let's talk about what Daddy has to say. COVID-19 saddened the low vaccine uptake. Okay. Let's jump straight over to the page and see what you're saying. COVID-19, Prince Charles saddened at low vaccine uptake by ethnic minorities as stars joined campaign. Sanjeev Bhaskar, Meel Sayal and Ramesh Ranganathan. Oh, you know those bastions of black culture. Sanjeev Bhaskar, Meel Sayal and Ramesh Ranganathan, all in the previous video that I just made, launched a campaign, encourage Asian and black people to get vaccinated. But you just mentioned 3 Asians. Oh yeah, Blasian. Oh yeah, remember BAME. No. All put in the same pot, right? Oh God, let's listen to it. Don't know what's coming. But that's the best way though, isn't it? Like you wake up and then when I wake up, you know I'm gonna be the one who comes onto the video. Right, okay, it's ready to go. Let's see what Prince Charlie has got to say.
I want to send you my warmest thanks for all you are doing to help those most at risk. Vaccination will save lives, will prevent serious illness, will protect our health service, and will allow us to start to hope that things might return in some sense to normal for every member of our society. As you undertake this absolutely vital work, I can only wish you all every possible success in coming to the aid of our ethnic minority communities, for whom I hold the greatest affection.
Is that it? I hold the greatest affection. That was it. Sorry, it was so short.
I want to send you my warmest thanks for all you are doing to help those most at risk. Vaccination will save lives, will prevent serious illness, will protect our health service, and will allow us to start to hope that things might return in some sense to normal for every member of our society. As you undertake this absolutely vital work, I can only wish you all every possible success in coming to the aid of our ethnic minority communities, for whom I hold the greatest affection.
Right, okay, and that little speech there was made directly to the
communities.
British Asian Trust. Okay, so our concerns, my concerns, once again, are conflated with the British Asian Trust, as though I've got something to do with them and they have anything to do with me. The Prince of Wales said he's been saddened by the variable uptake of coronavirus jabs in black and Asian communities. Well, he only just spoke to the Asian community there. Speaking remotely at a British Asian Trust webinar on vaccine safety, you know, that place where loads of black people will be, Prince Charles said production of the jab was thanks to a superhuman effort by medical experts, but called it a tragedy that the benefits of such an achievement would not be experienced by everyone. The benefit. What did that Dr. Simone say the other day? There have been large-scale national vaccination campaigns that have been sanctioned and deemed quite safe, which have negative effects on the black community. Good for white kids, but a much higher chance of black kids developing autism from the sanctioned and blessed vaccination camp. They've been vigorously tested, and all that bollocks, right? So it turns out a medical doctor said the ones that have been given the green light, not even the test ones, all the ones that we readily accept in society, those vaccinations already have a negative effect on the black community as it is. Calling the pandemic a pernicious threat and the low vaccine rates among some communities as a vexing issue, I can imagine it's vexing for you. He said he had been inspired to speak out to enable people from every background to take up the vaccine and that barriers to its adoption be removed. The event also introduced a celebrity-packed video urging people to have the COVID-19 jab. The coronavirus myth-busting short film, hold on a second, myth-busting, what myth did they bust? What myths did they bust? They said it had no pork in it. Nobody said it had pork in it. They said it had no fetal matter. I didn't understand if he said fecal, but I'm pretty sure he said fetal. But we said they're the cultured lung tissue of an aborted Caucasian baby boy. So it's not the original tissue you would have grown. So like if I steal a plant from the royal gardens and I plant it and I grow it and I get more, like 3 generations later I'll have the same. Is it the same plant from the royal gardens? No, it isn't. Is it 100% the same ilk? The same DNA? Everything? Yes, it is. I don't understand. But this is the dumbing down. You're not supposed to get that part, you see, right? Part of the ingredients in the AstraZeneca vaccine is something called MIC5, as well as recombinant DNA, both of which 2 things you should be concerned about. MIC5 is are cultured cells, grown cells from the lung tissue of an aborted baby Caucasian boy. Now, are they the original cells? No. Have they been grown, developed? Yes. Are they several generations later? Yes. If you were to put that next to the original lung tissue of a Caucasian male boy, would they be exactly the same? Yes, they'll be exactly the same. Is a baby in the vaccine? No, it isn't. Are the cultured cells from that baby's lung tissue in the vaccine? Oh, yes, they are. MRC-5. I defy you to say otherwise. Tell the public that's not true, because every time you jump on and you say a load of shit to the public, you never mention anything about recombinant DNA or MRC5. Why is that? All you do is mention the spurious bullshit, like there's no pork and there's no bits of baby in there, like anybody said there was bits of baby in there. The coronavirus myth-busting short film will be shown across the UK's main commercial TV stations, Sky ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5 and STV at 9:56 GMTV tonight in the biggest roadblock in TV history. The 3.5-minute programme, which originally shown online, now has a host of new stars urging people to #take the vaccine. Sanjeev Baksha, Miral Sayal and Romnish Ranganathan, like, you know, those bastions of black culture, all take part along with singer Beverly Knight. The kids don't even know who Beverly Knight is. Olympic heptathlete Denise Lewis. Denise, you're onto a wrong one here, and for someone who's meant to have been physically fit all your life, this is disgraceful. And anyway, the kids don't know who you are. Historian David Olusoga, who made David Olusoga our historian? Was it black people? Or was it Europeans that made David Olusoga our historian? I didn't know who you were until you popped up on TV. Usually I'd know because I'd be reading and I'd read the books, and your books would be on my bookshelf with all the other black history books. Remember, we started reading up on black history a little bit before you got your commission with the BBC. Didn't know who you were then. 10 years ago I didn't know who he was. And actor Hugh Kwashi. It also features Mayor of London Sadiq Khan, former Coronation Street actress Sobna Gulti, cricketer Moeen Ali, and TV presenter and author Connie Huck. So this is the Asian one. Is this the Asian one then? This is the Asian one, right? Nothing to do with us. This is the Asian one. Romnesh Ranganathan Adil Ray and Mira Saral, I know because that's the previous video I just did. Citizen Khan creator Adil Ray originally coordinated the video in response to research showing the pandemic disproportionately affected people from ethnic minority communities, while at the same time suggesting that those people are less likely to get vaccinated. It's disproportionately affected people from ethnic minority communities because ethnic minority communities are living within the circumstances for that disease to spread faster. If white people were in that circumstance, the disease would spread just as fast because in England it's Asians and Middle Easterns who are living in those conditions. Some black people are living in those conditions, but it's mainly the healthcare workers who are face to face with the infection. They're the ones who've been getting infected. There's no massive infection in Africa. There's no massive infection in the Caribbean. You know, the place where black people live. Only where we live around Europeans are black people dying of COVID. The black people who have been eating that diet are dying of COVID. The black people who have been living under those living conditions, they're dying of COVID. The video tackles the phenomenon of fake news surrounding vaccine take-ups, which has been particularly prohibited in South Asian communities. What fake news? Someone tell me what the fake news. Not what you made up, that there's pork in it and bits of baby in it. Nobody said that. Nobody said there was bits of baby in it. Nobody said there was pork. I said cultured lung tissue of an aborted Caucasian baby boy. That's in it, yeah. The cultured lung tissue. The lung tissue, abort the baby, cut it open, see the lung tissue there, grow it, develop it, grow it, develop it, grow it, develop it, grow it. Please say that that's wrong. I'm waiting to hear someone say that that's wrong. Because you'll dance around all the other bullshit. MRC5. Please, MRC-5. Anytime you hear misinformation, is anyone tackling MRC5 and recombinant DNA? That's what you have, because this is intelligence now. Here is the full court press onto you, the push of ignorance onto you. Now here's where you use your brain and you ask someone, what is MRC5? Is it in the AstraZeneca? What's recombinant DNA? Is it in the AstraZeneca? Google it, wiki it. Are you a doctor? Have you got your own research papers? This is the shit I've been hearing. But no, I'm not. But you still check the ingredients to see if there's pork in something before you eat it, don't you? Right? Vegans, vegetarians, yeah? You check to see what's in it before you ingest it. But you'll be quick fast in a hurry to ingest human being. Yeah? Yeah, you're vegan. I'm a vegan. 1,000 people in a room. How do you know who the vegan is? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Comedian Ranganathan jokes, there's no chip or tracker in the vaccine to keep watching you. Your mobile phone is not, no. But you are signing up to it. Track and trace so they can see whether or not this thing's working or not. I'm going to cut that out. But there you go. You got idiots like comedian Ranganathan to come on and mislead you. There's no tracking in it. No, but everybody else is going to want to track you to find out whether or not you get better or not, because nobody knows, because it's a new vaccine, you morons. But no, there's nothing in it that's going to track you. But anyway, right now, I don't think that's once again, that's misinformation. So the only misinformation I'm hearing is from these guys. There's pork in it. There's baby in it. That it will track you if you. I'm only hearing this from the advert. There's no pork in it, but if you're Muslim, it's not halal because it's got the cultured lung tissue from an aborted baby Caucasian fetus. Cultured lung tissue. They didn't go in the baby and pull it out and put it in. No, it's cultured lung tissue. See, up the levels of intelligence to stop them from dumbing you down and making you look stupid. Up the levels of intelligence, it's cultured. Okay? I'm saying it's cultured bit of baby in there. Right? That's what I'm saying. But you won't tackle that. You'll just go stupid. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. The celebrity video also states there is no scientific evidence to suggest it will work differently on people from ethnic minorities and that it does not include pork at any maternal or fetal or animal origin. Boom. There is your lie. There is your lie. There is your misinformation. There is your misinformation. That is misinformation. That is your misinformation right there. The celebrities suggest misinformation. Also states there is no scientific evidence to suggest it will work. Hold on a second. Didn't I just have a medical doctor on saying that many national vaccination campaigns that have been rolled out have had a negative effect on black people already? And they've been sanctioned and blessed. And they work for white people, but they're more likely to give you all black-ass autism. Oh, but they're sanctioned and they're authorized and distributed to the public. They've been rigorously tested. Yeah, that's the shit you fall for, right? Vaccine Minister Nadim Zawi has said he is concerned the take-up of the jab might be lowering BAME, I don't know who BAME is, but anyway, might be lowering BAME communities after a document released by the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergency SAGE found hesitancy was highest in black British groups, with 72% stating they were unlikely, very unlikely to get the jab. Only 72%. 72%, that shows how much. Actually, that's quite encouraging. I don't know, is that encouraging? I would like to think it would have been in the 80s, because we know that we've got at least 10% of us that are 100% boon coons. We know 10% of our population, at least in the UK, are boon coonery. It's got to be up to 15%, right? I'd have said 28%. Oh, that's so stupid. Clearly, that's what that's saying. Followed by Pakistani and Bangladeshi groups. Adults in minority ethnic groups are less likely to receive vaccines than those in white groups, between 10 and 20%, the report said. Yeah, that's because we read history and we know what vaccination campaigns have done to our kids in the past, where you've weaponized your vaccinations. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, they're not letting us kill them anymore. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, no, because that's the knife, and when you come with the knife, you stab me in the back. So, no. Oh, that's not fair. They're not letting us stab them anymore. Oh, let us stab you. That's what they're saying here. Concluding his virtual speech, Prince Charles also thanked NHS staff who'd come out of retirement to help fight COVID-19 and urged everyone to get the jab, saying vaccinations will save lives and allow us to start to hope that some things will soon return to normal for every member of our society. More than 15.5 million people across the UK have now received their first dose of the vaccine. Have any anti-vaccine messages, leaflets or videos been shared with your friends or family? Here's one now! Here's one now! You know, and so who are so closely to my heart. Hold on, I can't even speak. I'm so pissed off with the last sentence of
for
this.
Whom I hold every possible success in coming to the aid of our ethnic minority communities, for whom I hold the greatest affection.
You don't hold that affection for Meghan Markle, though, do you? Your family doesn't hold that affection for Meghan, do you? Stripping Harry of his titles. Look, you know what? I hope Harry and, you know what? I think it feels, for me, it feels a little bit blasphemous and a little bit dirty saying this. So please excuse me and understand please give me a little bit of poetic license when I say this. But I hope Harry and Meghan do really well in America. Good luck to them. Leaving this naked people climbing out of your window family, yeah? Leaving your Lord Mountbatten loving the children family, yeah? Leaving your Princess Diana, you know, 3 people in a marriage is too crowded. Leaving your other woman knows your predilections and lets you get away with that shit. Leaving all of that stuff. I'd want out too. So yeah, while it sounds a little bit blasphemous and wrong in my heart to say, yeah, big up Harry and Meghan. Off you go and enjoy yourself, because let's face it, Harry wasn't really a royal anyway, was he? Alright, so they got rid of the spear, and the spear went and married a blackie, didn't he? Personally, I always thought Major James Stewart was a don.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king.